Hi everybody. I'm making a video this week about what it has been like to go back to work after lockdown. I found last week when I went back to work, I was actually really anxious about how life and work was going to be, like whether I had the right security measures in place, how my patients were going to be, what was going to happen. But actually, when I went back to work, everything was fine. It really, really was. And so what I've done is rang a few of my friends and asked a few people that have gone back to work, how has their experience been? So if there's anybody who is going back to work this week or next week, at least you can have a listen to our experience and what has happened. And good luck for all of us. Bye. Hi, Anna. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Erin. I'm very well, thank you.
Good. So, Anna, you're back at work?
Yes, I am. Getting ready for my afternoon shift.
Okay. And how's it going?
Going really well, actually. It's different, but going really well.
Okay. And how have you found your patients? How have you found the clients? Are they happy to be back?
Yes, the energy has been really beautiful. Like I would say, most of them are not afraid. They are actually, most of the feedback is like, oh, this is the first time I have to put a mask on because of the rules. And they're just happy to get out of the house and to come get adjusted. Very
Yeah.
beautiful energy.
Hey, Anna, what changes have you had to make in the clinic?
Well, definitely in the flow, like less people per block, masks, cleaning the tables after each adjustment,
Yeah.
and a little bit less resting after each adjustment too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about your staff?
Well, same thing. Well, I have 3 CAs, and they're still the 3 of them still working, but masks and a little bit of precaution and a lot of talking every day to them about the importance of keeping the high vibes and lots of love to people, meeting people where they are. Yep.
And what about you? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm loving it, but it has been interesting. I think the first week I was very nervous. I didn't know how it's gonna be. Has been really good, but it's I think because I'm used to a little bit like higher pace. It's a little bit more draining than normal, like going at a slower pace. But it's really good, actually. I'm really liking it. Just adapting, I think, like all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And what sort of advice do you think you could give? I know in the UK and stuff, some chiropractors are going to go back next week and people are starting to move back. Now that you've been back a bit of time, what's your advice for those people that have to go back next week?
I think I wish I had somebody tell me that the anxiety and the nervousness before the first day, I wish somebody had told me it's okay. Like it's normal that you're like that, because I was freaking out and I thought I was the only person being nervous. And I think I would tell them, I think 99% of that anxiety and nervousness is gonna go away once you start seeing people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I think most people that come to our practices are not the ones freaking out. And then some of those people that are afraid, just meet them where they are. Don't try to force your paradigm into them. So meet them where they are. Understand that some of them might be afraid. Just so show them that you're being really careful and remind them that we have no clue what's going on. Something is going on,
Yeah.
but we don't know.
Yeah.
We have no clue. Something is going on. We don't know exactly what, but we have certainty in certain things. Like our immune system has been able to adapt for millions of years to trillion of viruses. So how about we trust that right now and acknowledge the fact that we have no clue what's going on.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Erin. I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. Everyone, Sarah is a fourth year Barcelona chiropractic school student. She's just gone back to classes, and I wanted to ask Sarah, how are things? How are things back at school?
It's going good. So we have had online classes since the end of March, and we're going back at the clinic since 1 week now.
Okay, and how are the online classes? Are you finding it easy, or how things?
Well, I personally like them also because I have 40 minutes of metro to go to school, so it saved me a lot of time.
Yeah.
But in a general way, yeah, it allows you to be more focused, and yeah, it's nice. it has pros and cons, let's say.
Okay, and so what about the practical part? How do you do the practice, the technique classes?
Well, we are doing some, my class is calling them fitness classes because we're doing drills or stuff like that. It's hard because we cannot adjust or really have hands on. So that's the tough part.
Okay, and like in the classes, will you have exams at the end of the year, or how will it work?
Yeah, we have exam in 1 week, in 1 month. Sorry, for the theoretical part, and the practical part. Hopefully between July and September, as soon as everyone can come back, because we are an international school, so everyone is a bit abroad at home, so it's hard.
Yeah, well, I suppose the students all left, when this started, and they haven't been able to come back. So the online part is fine, but yeah, to get together as students again, it's a bit hard to do, no?
Yeah,
In your
that's
class, how many nationalities are there?
sorry.
In your class, how many nationalities are there?
Oh my God, I don't know. We have German, we have from Belgium, France, Italy, Spain, Finland, at least that.
Yeah. And so what from now? They're going to do the classes, and then what about you're in 4th year, so you have to start in the clinic. How will the clinic work?
Well, for the 4th year, it stayed the same. We have the same requirement. We have the whole summer and the month of September to finish them. And for the 5th year, they have been reduced for about 30%, so almost all of them are done. So hopefully the 3rd year can start their clinic soon as well.
Okay, great. And have you been back to clinic these days?
Yeah, so it's been a week, and the patient are slowly coming back, and it's going well. Yeah, I had a new patient a week ago, so now we're starting the care. She's happy. Everything's going fine.
And do you have to wear all the protective gear?
Yeah, but actually it's not just a mask. It's like the whole suit and the mask and the glasses and the gloves.
Wow.
It's really weird, but so we're making fun of that, saying like later in our chiropractic stories, we will be able to say, I was part of this cohort where
Exactly.
we went through the corona.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So Robert's a chiropractor in Cape Town in South Africa. How have things been with COVID-19 in South Africa?
Interestingly, we probably had some of the highest restrictions in the world. I mean, I think it's because of our public health system probably not being as great as some other countries, and the worry that it was going to get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So we took action really, really early. We went into full lockdown. It was, for the beginning, it was supposed to be, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. Then they extended it. I think we did at least 50 days at full level 5, which means we weren't practicing, nothing like that. And now we have full level 4, where you're able to practice under strict hygiene measures, but restaurants are closed. It's still very, very locked down.
And Robert, how has it been? I mean, some chiropractors are going to go back to work next week. How was it for you, that first week back at work? Was it okay?
I would say we started at about 60% of our usual volume.
That's great.
Which I think is pretty good. We kept in contact quite a bit during the lockdown, and that's the one thing I would recommend, is just keep top of mind in your patients. So we would send them information and emails throughout the lockdown, and then when we started, we sent a couple of emails to say we open, and then we did a video showing the exact sequence of what would happen when somebody came in. So from they sanitize their hands, we have to do temperatures and things. But I think that video was pretty powerful because it showed the patient that it was still a nice environment, and it was safe, and everyone was smiling, although you couldn't see. But that I think would be important, is as soon as you can, create a video showing what would happen so they can see the environment. Yeah. We've probably grown now. We're in end of week 1. we probably, I would say, between 65 to 70% of normal. So we'll have to see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
And how about you? Like, how have you felt inside you going back?
No, I've been really keen to go back. I think, as long as we have hygiene measures, I've got no concerns, for myself. There were a few patients that obviously I didn't want to come in if I thought they were really high risk. But I'm of the belief that we should be, working and should be helping people as soon as possible.
Well,